So we're live.
Anyway, yeah, we're live. Kick it off.
Hello, world. I am Norman Rafferty, broadcasting from an undisclosed location. I am the project lead on Astounding Science, which is the Urban Jungle supplement for scientific fiction. Scientific fiction. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. It's one of my favorites. Scientific fiction stories.
Science fiction.
I can't believe this word didn't catch on. And as I am broadcasting today, the book has been made available to our backers. So thank you for supporting us on Kickstarter. The book will be available real soon now in the far off future of 2021.
Assuming the world hasn't ended.
Yeah.
So thanks. Yeah, it's funny. I asked if all of you were in here and then Arcaloid dropped out. Or who dropped out?
That was me. Something happened.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do the epilogue to the wonderful story here. So I'm going to go ahead and go left to right here. Hey, Griffin, describe your character for me.
Hey there, everybody. I'm Griffin. I'm playing Commander Boris Blaskowitz, the fastest rocketeer beyond Mars, pilot and first mate of the the problem child. There we go. He is a bear, daredevil, star child with a carefree personality, and his motto is to let nobody hold you back. And I believe we were looking for the Wings of Spinrad as our current goal.
The Wings of Spinrad was lost, and so that is your current goal. Okay, I'm gonna
also under arrest.
I'm going to skip the new recruit for right now and go straight to Ralph Summers. Arcaloid, tell us about your character.
Yes, I am Arcaloid. I play Ralph Summers, the raccoon egghead safecracker. He has a high-strung personality, and his motto is when the door closes, break a window. And he is here with his little buddy, the raccoon Astro Patrol cadet, Wyatt Sanders.
What species is Wyatt?
Raccoon.
Also a raccoon.
Thick as thieves.
Now, you pass him in your chance to make him a gadgeteer. But he's also a young
passive on the chance to make him your son.
Well, I can make my own character a gadgeteer. I don't need to make a character with less craft dice.
Let's not forget our other hero here. Hugo, tell us about your character.
Hi, my name is Hugo. I play John Lancer. I am a cat out of time member of the Space Patrol. I'm basically Buck Rogers, and my motto is never give up, never surrender.
Yes. And also all of our goals here is to find the Wings of Spinrad.
Yes.
You had just completed a long sequence of investigating crime under Commodore Piator. I forget, what is his character's name? He's not Piator, he's Commodore.
Starts with P, though.
Proteus.
Proteus.
Captain Proteus successfully broke up the Lunar Mafia, which never makes me stop laughing when I say that. But in the course of investigations, Professor Hasselstoff of Jersey Empire University explained that she was worried that there might be a way to build a engine that harnesses the very power of atomic bonds itself, the power to convert matter into energy directly. And since E equals mc squared, its power would be like nigh unlimited. And she was correct, because a bunch of scientists were being abducted or recruited by someone, the pirate captain Zachlon, who had finally, grown tired of just being a space pirate and decided to secure his own empire. And using methods that we still don't quite understand, built a giant crystalline structure. But as we know, the enemies of Earth are the people from Counter-Earth, the Tellurian Empire, ruled by their malicious thermionic brain. And they had also been sending agents to infiltrate. And during an encounter with them, you confused one of their agents for one of your own, for a helpful missing scientist, and set into motion a chain of events that culminated with setting off the device early. Fortunately, before the device could cause any other problems, the mysterious Dr. Quasar, a mechanical Martian from beyond time, operated
A stolen pirate vessel at this point.
reconfigured the total conversion engine to work as a Bassard ramjet and piloted it out of the solar system for an unknown adventure, parts unknown. He has posthumously been given the Astro Medal of Honor, or whatever the highest honors are that they can give someone.
Spin-off series to be aired on a radio near you come 1944.
We're gonna have
He
to go
gets the
all the way
Purple
back to
Heart.
Earth
Sorry.
first.
Boris is executive producer.
So-
Right after the Little Orphan Annie Power Hour.
So that's the good news. There was also like a bunch of space battles where you fought a bunch of pirates and the Tellurians. It was just a big what they call a cluster. So that's the good news.
Climactic battle scene.
Yep. The bad news is in the aftermath, we're missing a spaceship. Unaccounted for is the astro ship Wings of Spinrad, which disappeared during the battle. And unfortunately, the total conversion engine emits so much ultra-wave radiation that it was interfering with any other sort of detection equipment. So it's been a few days, but it would be possible for the Wings of Spinrad to possibly survive that long, or whatever their fate was. It is of interest to the Astro Patrol.
Leave no man behind.
Yeah, and it's probably not been a few days. It's probably just been a day or two. So we're going to go ahead and reassemble. Now, Commodore Proteus is going to be debriefed and removed. So we're going to go ahead and Boris, I believe you've recovered from your neurologically induced coma. Is that correct?
I did, just long enough to get up, help plot the course for Dr. Quasar to save everyone, and then get arrested for illegal ship mods.
Well, not arrested.
That didn't sound like Proteus was messing around with that. You're
Proteus
obviously
was
serious
not-
business.
This is going on your personal report, Boris. This will be a mark on your career.
I guess
Well,
I'll have to get back to Earth first before they jail me.
They're going to perform a full inquiry, but unfortunately, at this point, we can't. We're not relieving you of duty because we do have a problem that there's both there's Tellurian activity in this sector, and we need to marshal all of our ships. And unfortunately, we're short a few ships because not only do we have space battle, but also the Wings of Spinrad is missing, and the recovery of the Wings of Spinrad is the most important.
So like always, Boris, they're pissed at you, but they need you at the same time.
Feels like home.
Captain Alexander Altian here, the rhinoceros radiation burns, is going to be in charge of the mop-up operation to find the missing pirate ships and the missing Tellurian agents. So off he goes. So we're going to go ahead and put you in charge of the rescue mission. Not only do you have experience with Saturn, but you've also proven yourself to be capable investigators. So we haven't decommissioned your ship yet because we need it.
And it has to fly home first.
That said, you're also short 2 crew members. So we're going to go after and assign someone. So the good news is we do have someone who needs to get their space legs. And he's right here. So describe yourself for us, Theta.
Okay, I am... Sorry, 1 moment. I am Captain Maximilian Crash. I am fixing it. I'm gonna say Geiger. I am a Geiger. I am a hybrid of tiger and goat.
Yes, half goat, half tiger.
The 2 most vicious predators.
Yes.
You're a goat.
I am currently dressed, if you would imagine, a French admiral's uniform. With a sci-fi spin, but not much. Still mostly looks like a French admiral's uniform.
Why would you be dressed like that? You should be in an Astro Patrol uniform.
I have only been recently repatriated to the Astro Force. I was, as you say, former pirate. That's why it's Captain, not Captain.
Well, stop calling yourself captain.
No, I am a captain. My personality is arrogant. My motto is glorious. And I have the flaw of narcissism.
Narcissism. This is a new record for Theta already, clashing with power structure.
I don't know if my starting goal matters now or if it even exists.
What's your starting goal?
Solve a problem with vaccinate powers.
Okay, well, you can still do that.
Okay,
So, yes.
it will be
so out
glorious.
here, I'm the only one who's read Dancers at the End of Time. It's like, so you're not so much, since you're, part goat, you're not so much a pirate captain as Billy the Kid, huh?
Yeah, it is funny. It is like historical joke.
Yes, half goat, half tiger. So, I guess we're assigning them this crew. You should get along very well with Ralph here. He's also a career criminal.
I have also committed crimes now. How are you doing?
I'm also committing.
And I'm just generally out of touch with everything, so I'm always in trouble.
Well,
it is good. Do not worry. We will get
actually,
along.
yeah. According to the rank structure here, since Boris is currently under investigation, Lancer, you are currently brevet captain.
Oh wow, they actually put me in charge of this.
Well, you're an actual. There's only two of you are officers because only Boris and you are officers, and Boris is under investigation. So we're making you the captain of the ship.
Is LTN still
Technically,
on the?
by age, you have more.
Finally,
Is LTN still on the ship, or is he just off?
Captain LTN has his own ship. Captain LTN is from Purnell's Glory.
I just remember I thought he was on the ship at the same time Proteus was.
He's like,
because there was that whole discussion
years.
of who was in charge at the time.
Right. No. Yeah. Well, technically, Proteus outranked him, but
yeah, because he's Commodore Proteus. I'm just wondering if they were both still on the ship.
Well, I apologize for people who are going to correct my navel here, but the usual organization you have is you have the commanding officer and the executive officer. The commanding officer technically outranks everyone, but the commanding officer gives their orders to the executive, and the executive makes sure they're executed.
I thought it was a situation where one of them was commanding a fleet from a ship that had a captain. I thought that was the situation.
That is correct. Commodore was technically in charge of the entire, even though he was untried. But that said, the Commodore is going to go back to Earth to report on this issue. Captain Alexander is going to be, I guess, promoted to, brevet, not admiral, but Commodore. Captain of the fleet, since he actually has actual combat experience, and they're going to send you to try and find out what happened to the wings of Spinrad to see if you can recover them, since they were close to the battle at the time, and we don't want to lose a ship if we don't have to. So that's going to be your mission: recover, find out what happened in the wings of Spinrad.
And I'm like, finally, after 70 years, they made me captain.
They made you captain, well, brevet captain.
I'll take it.
I'm gonna have to put myself under ice in order to get my promotion, aren't I?
Well, maybe someone will write a letter.
Look lively, batten the hatches, tighten the mainsail, fetch me a cup of coffee.
Okay, so you will be equipped in a patrol ship, which is in the latest draft of the book.
Okay, patrol ship.
So as you can see, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 crew positions, and then 6 or stations, as we call them in the game. There are 6 crew stations and then 6 non-crew stations. I assume none of you will be in the brick.
Well, I mean, not that I can't be there, but I don't want to be.
Okay. The weird gadget devices modded on your ship by Dr. Quasar are still there. I trust Theta has made copious notes on what those are.
There's only the 2 left. There's the radio control for the ship,
Right.
and then there's the password lock.
Right. Okay. So the radio control device is still there. Not to mention that many of your suits have been modded to also work with remote control, since they have to be suited as well.
Mhm.
So, well, Captain Lancer, here is your crew. What is your plan?
Let's head off to the last known position of the wings of Spinrad.
Okay,
Well-
that is currently the controlled space around Sinope Station, and you are at Sinope Station, so you're in a good place to start for that. So you get in your ship. You can assign crew positions now.
All right, Boris, your pilot.
All right, Captain.
Okay, so I have a side note. Does anyone in your party have atomic accuracy as a gift?
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
I've been-
Does anyone? You do?
Yes,
I
I
want it,
do.
but I don't have it yet.
I do. I am also captain.
So it is specifically mentioned in the rules that if you're shooting an atomic weapon from your ship, of which almost every weapon is atomic, atomic accuracy applies to ship-based weaponry, which means if you have atomic accuracy, you do extra damage with ship-based weaponry.
Well then, Captain. I guess that makes you Gunner, Captain.
Jeez, just call me Captain Gunner from now on.
So you're going to assign
Gunner
him.
Crash.
I'll just call you Captain Gun.
All right. And so who's the I mean, you don't have to have somebody in the command chair, but if you don't,
No, we're gonna make the command chair sort of like an homage to Dr. Corvus, like a little shrine in his memory.
Take the cardboard cutout and put it in the chair.
Yeah, but no one's gonna use it anymore.
Right. I mean, you can leave the command chair empty. It's just the book says certain decisions can only be made with the person in the command chair. If they're not there, I make them because I'm the game master.
Okay, can we take the brain thing off the
It's
chair?
not on there.
Oh, you already.
I
you lost
already
the brain
listed the 2 modifications of the ship. Anything else you're remembering doesn't exist.
thing.
Gotcha.
The
That's
shielding
fine.
and the brain
I'll sit in the
machine
command
were
chair. I thought the brain thing was still on the chair. My apologies.
Nope, brain thing's been removed.
That was in the nuke.
Awesome. Then that's fine. I'll sit in the command.
All right. So you're going to assign your pirate renegade to the gunner spot. Who's in the pilot and who's in the co-pilot seats?
I'm the pilot seat.
I'm the and
Who runs sensors?
I mean,
Now, in order
I'll
to
be-
search for them, you need somebody in the radio seat, which is the radio scanner. So, and that's operated by academic skill.
Summers, can you handle the radio?
Yes.
Yeah, you've read a book once, Summers.
Well, he's actually an egghead, so he's a big nerd.
Yeah.
He's a
right.
he's a nerdy safecrafter.
And eggheads get transport, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, for
So
somebody
I
who
think-
wasn't trained with the Space Patrol, he's awfully good at all this stuff. And where are you putting Wyatt? You want to put him in the command chair? Oh boy!
No, he's in the co-pilot seat. Needs to start learning some things.
Oh boy!
So then,
Does that
Lancer,
bring
you're
control?
actually in the command chair then, yes?
I'm in the command chair.
There you go.
Wow, I get to fly an actual ship. This is going to be wizard.
Turning off co-pilot controls, you are going to be managing the AC and my music tracks.
Wizard?
All right.
That should mean
Good,
whiz
good,
bang.
good, good.
This is real whiz bang.
This is so atomic batteries to power, turbines to speed, and you will go ahead and soar into the great beyond.
Yeah.
Now, Saturn itself, the ring from a distance looks like, a nice little happy ring, but up close you can see it is a bunch of micro and asteroids floating in atmosphere. And the wings of Spinrad was last seen at White, where you had your final stand with the pirates, orbiting where the last stand with the pirates was at the rear mining compound. So you would have to fly through a dense area and not hit anything while scanning. So I would request that your pilot. Now we've changed this so this uses the menu system. Did you notice that?
Yep.
Go ahead, tell us.
At the same time, though,
Okay,
as
so-
the former gadgeteer, I was used to it already.
Yeah. So on page 357, was using the menu system we already saw in Occult Horror. That's where you roll and then you pick the result you want.
Ooh.
So,
By the way, that's page 78 on the PDF.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 357 internal. It doesn't match the internal number. I think I forgot to make it match the numbering. That's my fault.
I don't know if that depends on the PDF reader you're using or not.
Wait, what page is this on?
78. 356 page number, 78 actual page.
356 on my version of Astounding Science is the index.
Okay,
Page-
357. 357.
Well, page
Is the
356 is the numbered page that the pilot is on.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
looking at page 356 in Astounding Science, December 2020. Oh, no, wait, wrong. This is fucking stupid. My bad. I picked up.
Okay, so there should be, and I don't care if you're into this, because I don't care about the pilot, who's Griffin.
Yep.
Griffin, did you find this?
No, I'm getting it up right now, but I should probably make the roll first anyway, because I will be
Okay,
picking
piloting
based
your
on the
ship.
number of successes.
Piloting a ship is speed, because it
Mhm.
requires reflexes, will, because it requires nerves of steel, and transport. You get a bonus D12 if you have the gift of rocket jockey.
Would you like
Unfortunately,
some
I
help?
You are at a different position. You're going to be on the scanners, aren't you?
No.
Yeah, you're on the
Wally-
radio position, so you cannot assist a
He's
pilot.
controlling
Well,
Wyatt.
Yeah, Wyatt can do it too. He
Good
has
point.
the transport skill.
In which
He
case,
is-
right, and it's in the co-pilot chair. He's and I'm going to notice a typo here. Yeah, as a co-pilot, he rolls speed and transport.
So that's 2d6 for me to try to get at least 1 3.
Yep, and if he gets one success, it's an assist bonus of D8.
All right, Wyatt, this will make or break whether or not you get a license.
Yep. In the base rules,
One.
co-pilots can only assist the pilot, but if the pilot is indisposed or yields control for some reason, a co-pilot can become a pilot.
He's got one success.
Excellent. That's an extra D8 for our pilot. So I need Griffin to go ahead and I am on the wrong chat window. Where is the
All right,
correct
so
chat
we
window?
get an extra 1d8 then. And that is going to be 5 successes.
Right. So you
that-
could go through the menu list here and choose anything that was 1, 2, or 3. So you could
Right.
choose Astounding Maneuvers.
Ooh, I do love astounding maneuvers. I
Right.
can bet I can make it right between those asteroids.
Wow, how do you have so many dice in this? You have 3 transport dice?
I have 2 dice from stats. I have 2 transport dice, and then I have the D8 assist.
Okay, wow. All right. I was just thinking maybe we should add something at level 5. So yeah, you pilot like a boss.
Mhm.
Since that is Astounding Pilot, I'll go ahead and give an assist bonus to our radio operator. Radio operation is also a menu, which is on 360, I think. And so our radio operator needs to roll their speed because they need to be quick about this, their mind because this is a smart thing, and academics.
Page 358.
So it's speed, mind, and academics. I was just reading over that.
Yep. And a bonus D8 because your pilot is good enough to find the areas that you need to be in, as well as sweep quickly, but not too quickly.
I suppose it's worth noting for the audio-only segment that these are also stunt actions.
Yes, these are stunts, which basically means in game terms you only can do one of these a turn. The only exception to stunts are shooting ship weapons, which are mere actions. This was done for 2 reasons. Number 1, so you only do one of them a turn, otherwise this gets really complicated. And number 2, it means if you're in the ship and operating the ship, if anyone in the ship wants to do anything to you, you'll be blindsided.
Right, don't
Yeah.
let the assassin onto your ship.
Right, if someone tries to assassinate you on board the ship, you'll be blindsided. Things we should
It just allows you as a GM to come up with that scene where someone's furiously working on something and they get clubbed in the back of the head.
Yep. Or sneak off and do something that you can't notice.
Or
Wow.
shot down to the back of the spine.
4 successes.
So that is 4 success. That is enough for Astounding Radar.
That's exactly what I was going to pick.
Okay, and I gotta make a note here that we need to do stuff for Level 5.
I do appreciate that right off the chart of radio is feel free to invent new results. So
Yeah.
Well, that we have to put.
But yeah, no, I
like
agree though. You should have 5-star results. Maybe
we
even
should,
wondrous 7-star results. I keep saying
well,
star.
It's also it's radio and like scanning, so it's always going to be dependent on what you're looking for.
Well, that's enough that you can search. By the way, the ranges on these are pathetically low because mesosphere range is not like that far in astronomical terms. But
Yeah, no, it's like the upper layer, like the upper thin layer of the atmosphere.
well, it's a question of what people complain about because people like to watch a Star Wars movie, but the distances that they dogfight at in Star Wars are like
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
tiny.
Yeah, within like a handful of meters, honestly.
Meanwhile, like any half respectable scientist will tell you, like any combat in space would probably happen like thousands of kilometers apart.
I'm pretty sure modern dogfights with modern jets probably take place over at least 10 kilometers.
No, it's over the horizon combat.
Over the horizon.
Most combat jets never see each other in combat nowadays.
Exactly.
One option you could have for the increased successes is increasing the range.
Yep. So, but you have Astounding Radar. You operate the radar like a boss. So not only also radio is just a generic term in this game for almost anything involving a wireless scanning device. And also a lot of this would be ultrawave radiation. The first thing to do would be to monitor for distress signals. And also one problem we have is there's a lot of atomic residue here. The total conversion device at its main operation was emitting ridiculous amounts of radiation, many of which were dangerous at close range and also bounced around the area, leaving some of objects with a telltale signature. Some of the rocks in the Saturnian environment were these crystals that you didn't have a lot of chance to examine, but apparently respond to radiation very well, which apparently accelerates their crystalline growth process. So
they're like a bunch of giant like sodium cave rock crystals growing all over the place.
In this, where you start, yeah. It also has an advantage that leaves behind some sort of, if you study the frequencies that they give you right back at them, you can, chart their growth compared to other ones. You might be able to get a path the way the wave went out. Long answer short, you look for the most obvious places where it might have crashed in the larger rocks. You find nothing of that. One of the advantages, since the Saturnians who live here are peaceful aliens, they mostly have a lithic level of technology, which means they don't have a lot of metal. So you're not finding a lot of metal and not finding a lot of signatures. So you start getting out since it's the pulp era, you have to get out that big bulletin board that's 2-dimensional and start putting pins on it on the map, because that's how space works.
Also, I'm still insider with the Saturnians, so can we find a nearest Saturnian village and see if we can make contact with them?
You could order the ship to land and start talking with Saturnians to see what they witnessed on that day.
Okay.
On the bad side of this, the ring is huge, and so Saturnian tribes are scattered all over the place. On the good side, you have an excellent pilot and excellent detector. So you decide to land and get out and talk to some of the Saturnians. Do you have...
My wana dinga. Suma.
They look at each other and say, we speak interlac, which sounds exactly like it.
Also, that's pretty racist towards Rhodians.
So asking people questions is a role of questioning, which is the trick of asking them questions where you get the correct answers. And also it would involve mind. You also get a D12 bonus because you still have a innate understanding of the Saturnians, as you also feel like a person out of time. Do you have anything else that helps you when you talk to locals to get questions about what they saw?
I have insider with Saturnians.
Right.
Observation, negotiation.
No, I don't think either of those will help. But I will also give you a 2d8 bonus from your excellent crew. First of all, you fly along the exact path that you think they went. And then also your radio operator says, well, based on my calculations and the way they would have swung with the gravity, they would have gone this way. So all those dice. And you stop to get out and ask questions. For those of you playing along, the Saturnians are these 11-foot tall reptilian creatures with beautiful colored wings who live in an environment of zero gravity. Gentle giants who were enslaved by the space pirates.
Terrible space pirates.
If you lack an imagination, I believe the art looks like Dragonite from Pokemon.
Yes.
They look all like Dragonites, yeah.
2 successes.
All right. With only 2 successes, you will. First of all, the Saturnians are grateful to you for, the ones you meet heard rumors that the pirates are around here. We don't like them. So the first thing you do is you explain that you're not pirates, and they say, "Okay,
Space Patrol, not pirates."
okay, we understand there's a difference." But yes, there was the bright light in the sky, and it made all of us very nervous. But yes, we saw flaming debris travel along these patterns. And since we are flying creatures who move in zero gravity, our language has lots of nuances for describing pitch, yaw, and 3D stuff, which would normally not be understood by outsiders, but you, of course, have an innate grasp of their strange vernacular.
Because I'm an insider and I'm out of time. So once again, my weird archaic vernacular somehow seems to work for these people.
Okay, so based on what you understand here, you worry that the ship had drifted. The first thing you can eliminate is based on what you heard people describe, upon the signatures you have and upon the gravity calculations you make, you don't believe that they crashed on Saturn itself. Which is good because the planet Saturn is completely unexplored. It is a terrible planet of toxic gases and then crushing gravity at the bottom of the surface. No one has explored Saturn itself. And if they were lost there, that would be pretty scary. That's the good news. The bad news is you think they kept going. And if they kept going along this arc, the next stop before the Great Void of Oblivion is a different mysterious planet, the planet of Uranus.
Gasp. They got thrown heavily off course.
Extremely off course.
Okay, well, we got a direction. Let's go the general direction that they went and scan and hope they didn't make it to Uranus.
Right, but unfortunately, all the evidence points to their course just zooming past. That's going to leave a minor problem. In order to get to Uranus and get back again, you would have to refuel.
Okay. I assume with the Space Patrol presence, there's some sort of tender refuel temporary base still around here.
Unfortunately, no. You are at Sinope Station, the furthest outpost of all of the Space Patrol. Once you get
that was back at Jupiter.
There are no depots.
It has also been 2 days since we cleared this area.
Okay. What about the pirate base? Is there any leftover fuel at the pirate base we could stock up with?
There is. Mm-hmm. So I assume you're going to fill the stowage with fuel.
Pretty much.
Yes. Good idea.
Okay. This will be dangerous because piloting atomic fuel not only has radiation, but also could cause critical mass later. What skills do you have useful in packing fuel?
Mind academics and demolitions.
Those are all the correct skills.
We're gonna let the explosives man handle the explosive materials. I think that. What do you think, guys?
Well, now, it's not going to explode if you put too much of it together. It's just going to heat up to unimaginable levels and melt everything around it.
And then
also
explode.
Deadly radiation.
And then explode.
No, explosions require precision.
With your hotshot astounding piloting, you fly back to the station and start piling all this stuff. Ralph immediately shows you how to stack all of this in different parts of the connections and rolls a whopping 3 successes, filling the entire storage compartment with fuel. Do you want to fill the brig with fuel as well?
Yes.
Yeah, we're not using it.
Sure, why not? We could always just move it out of the brig if we need to arrest anybody.
Well, the other thing is that
Or
if
they
you're,
could just-
I'm going to tweak some of the dangers in your ship a little bit. So if your ship gets hit, it might actually hit the atomics.
Oh boy.
So just watch out for that. So yeah, so you'll fill up the ship and then soar off. You plot a course for Uranus and take off on the way there.
And making sure that we're resupplying from the supplies in the brig first.
Right. Well, you think you have enough endurance to get there because you have a good pilot, and you fly. You fly quickly, but you don't want to fly too fast, so you'll burn up all of your fuel. However, an angry cat has appeared.
A space cat. What can we do about this?
It's not exciting enough. That's what he's complaining about. There should
John
be more
Lancer is out of time. Rafferty's cat is out of
more
date.
action, more pirates, bandits, meteor strikes. Unexpected engine error. That's what he's saying. You're being too nice to these yokels.
Does anyone in your party have danger sense? I think Wyatt does, right? No, Wyatt's a raccoon.
Nope, I don't.
No.
I know.
Okay, but you've got you have the stations before, so Ralph's on the radio, right?
Yep, he's still scanning.
Okay, Ralph, I need a new role from you of speed, mind, and academics.
If I had danger sense, the Astro Patrol would not have caught me. Of course, I intended it that way. I am a genius.
That is 2 successes, so you will not be surprised to discover that you are being pursued.
Yes.
Should have named our
In
ship
fact-
Boo.
See, the cat ruined it for you.
What is it? There we go, shift. Okay. In fact, not only are you being pursued, but yes, there is Tellurian activity. When you are in the deepest, darkest reaches of space, where you could, there would be almost no way to contact anyone. The 2 of the dreaded Tellurian saucers have appeared.
All right, Captain Guns, you're up.
What's our ship armed with, by the way?
Turbo lasers. There is one couple of turbo
there we
lasers,
go.
and you're in it.
Oh, I'm in the cupola, not in the main thing.
There is only one gun on the ship, and it's a couple of gunner.
Okay, I didn't know if we had the turret gunner station. I thought the cupola station was like a backup. All right, I got it. It's the same thing.
It's that World War II thing where you sit inside it.
Yeah, no, I love whatever. I don't know, can't remember the name of the movie. The name of the movie where they go to bomb
Memphis Belle.
Memphis Belle. That's it.
Yeah,
Literally, that
technically,
guy is terrified
the
to be down there the entire time.
The bolt turret gunner. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
terrifying position.
So what are your orders, Captain?
Technically, a cupola is a turret. I'm going to go ahead and ask the command when the 2 Tellurians were trying to move stealthily, but they are observed. So, yeah, Commander, what are your orders?
Evasive maneuvers, and if they shoot first, shoot back.
Okay. So, all right, pilot.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so you'll roll your speed, will, and transport.
Hey, Wyatt, do you want a co-pilot real quick?
Golly gee whiz.
That's the spirit.
see.
Put in my good music.
The
Yeah,
commander
the heavy
also
metal.
gets to make the commander also gets to make a roll when they command. So let me see if I can find that.
Yeah, I'd love
I
to
don't-
assist dice.
I don't have any leadership, so I'm learning my leadership skills.
Will, when you're sitting in the command chair, it's will and tactics.
Will and tactics,
Yep, will and tactics. You get a D12 bonus if you have the leadership.
which I don't.
So choose a crew member to order. Do you want to order the gunner around or the pilot around?
Pilot.
Okay.
Okay.
And I succeed.
The pilot gets a D8 bonus to do what you told them to do.
Evasive maneuvers, Boris.
All right.
All right.
And just waiting for Wyatt to pull through real quick, too.
Well, you can roll in advance. I mean, if you
Yeah,
have 3
that's true.
successes, we're basically done.
Well, I got a lot to re-roll, so let me go ahead and re-roll one of those D8s because we are flying our ship, and that's my specialty.
And you get a 2d8 bonus because you get a d8 bonus from the co-pilot and a d8
Which
bonus.
doesn't matter.
Right.
He's got.
So now here's the last extra D8 bonus, and well, it's also 1, so I'm at 2 at the moment.
Okay, well, you can choose evasive maneuvers, in which case you'll be rolling 3d8 with all of your dodge rolls.
That sounds pretty good there, actually. Yeah, 3d8 to dodge rolls.
Okay, let's see. Radio operator. Just gonna stay on the radio?
Well, I was wondering what it would take to perhaps make a bunch of volatile radiogenic mines, basically throw them at the back end, see if they hit them.
It would require the gift of gadgeteering.
Yes, I figured. Okay, so that is something I'm going to invest in with my man.
I mean, we could use the regular crafting rules take hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, okay.
So
where do you need me, Captain?
probably the radio station.
Stay on the radio station. Keep an eye on those birds.
Radio. Now, you guys could radio back to headquarters to say that you saw bad guys.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, in which
Let's
case,
do that.
mind and academics. Gunner, you were ordered to shoot only if they fire first. You get 2 actions. What are they?
That is Captain Gunner. We're the patrol ship, right?
Yes.
You are a patrol ship. That
Sorry,
is
I
correct.
was just looking at our soaks just to know what we had.
Yep.
The Thermians. I'm gonna fall back on my pirate learning, which is to fire on Thermians on sight.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm fire.
So you aim and attack. You get 2
I
actions.
aim and attack, yes.
All right. Go ahead and shoot at the first one. You are engaging at a whopping mesosphere range. So they're going to go ahead and try to dodge.
Gotta beat an 8, which they do.
With an 11 and a 12.
Oh, jeez.
So because of range, you miss.
They fired a warning shot across the bow.
Right.
Okay.
I detect no shots fired.
Their weapons are so terrible, we didn't pick them up on sensors. They're just that weak, so that's why we can't prove it later.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
we
Of
have
course.
to get-
Yeah, we'll shelve that conversation later.
It was a warning shot. It was a warning shot. It did not hit. It's fine.
Okay,
We'll handle that in the mission debrief.
we need to get the visual range to shoot at you. So we're going to maneuver our ships to get to visual range, and then when we do, we are going to go ahead and fire. That is within counterattacking range, so we could either dodge or you could fire back.
Now, I'll say right now, visual range is still 40-12 to range, correct?
It is
And we have an additional 3d8 to dodge them.
right.
So, Captain, what's the choice?
So, Captain, you order. The captain's orders were that if they fire, you fire back. So that's a counterattack.
Yeah, so just counterattack. As soon as they fire,
Okay.
fire back. It's like, now you fire!
That was a bad
Okay.
call, Captain.
The first one shoots at you.
I hope you didn't like this ship.
Wow, that's all you're rolling?
Yep.
You're hit. Wow, that was just not a good showing. Do you want to tap anything?
No.
Okay.
I
dear.
can't tap anything.
You have personality.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Nah. We have a lot of soaks. We're fine.
Okay, so your rocket is hit with the wave motion array. Their saucer is equipped at the front with 2 radio arrays that fire a interference pattern. Along that interference pattern comes atomic energy. Your ship is hit for 8 points of damage. Now, first, your ship soaks 3 of those because you're a giant ship, and you soak 3 points for free. Then you roll the captain will roll 3d6 dwindle dice. There's 5 more points of damage that need to be soaked.
I don't do any of that.
Looks like the other captain's doing as good as the other captain.
This gets funnier. So you soak none of it, and since 2 of your dice rolled 1s, they have dwindled. So
wait, I have Astro Soak. Can I tap my Astro Soak for this situation?
No, you tap Astro Soak for when you are about to die, which is coming up. Okay, so so make a note that your whole dice is dwindled from 3d6 to d6 and 2d4. Okay, we still have 5 points of damage to soak. So,
oh boy.
You have Cosmetic for -2, you have Stabilizer for -2, you have Propulsion for -2, and you have Cupola for -2. Make your choice.
If you tap the couple...
I understand, don't explain. Let him choose. You need to pick 3 of these, Captain.
Well, no, or just 1. You have Casualty Soak, which would soak all of it.
Oh, that's not on the list.
I apologize. I've updated this to add Casualty Soak to the list because you're a patrol ship and thus deserve to have that. So let me go ahead and, you need to tap 5 points worth of soak.
Now, can I use my Astro Soak?
No. You use Astro Soak when you actually take the damage. And it's actually for Casualty Soak. Casualty Soak means one of you gets hit. Like, one of you takes personal damage when the bulkhead explodes and you fling yourself over.
Gotcha. Now I understand.
So what's your choice, Captain?
So 3 of these or Casualty Soak.
Yep.
How many points are we talking about here?
5.
You have to soak 5 points.
Oh, fuck that.
So cosmetic means your ship looks ugly. Stabilizer means you can't do evasive maneuvers anymore. Propulsion removes some of your other maneuvers, your high-speed maneuvers. Cupola will risk killing the gunner. And Casualty Soak risks killing a random crew member.
I should have activated my energy sword and just jumped out of the ship.
Captain, suggestion, Casualty Soak and have Boris take the hit.
I agree. Second captain agrees.
You're the commander.
All right, we'll take a casual. We'll take cosmetic.
Okay.
Cosmetic.
Random crew member.
Is
Oh,
it
random.
Oh, it's random. That sucks.
It's random.
First, I will use cosmetic to soak some of.
Okay, we're down to 3.
Okay, and then we'll use casualty. So
Wait, what?
So you only have 5.
Other captain is idiot.
Yeah, Casualty Soak soaks 6 points of damage. You only need to soak 5. You don't have to
I
tap
suggest
cosmetic.
mutiny.
Wait, what happened?
Okay, you have
You
5 points of damage.
You have to soak 5 points of damage, and you're suggesting tapping 8 worth of soaks for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, so
do Casualty Soak will take care of all of it.
And then cosmetic soak would only do what?
Nothing.
2 out of 5.
You're soaking 5 points of damage, you're tapping a 6 point, and then you're suggesting tapping an additional 2 for no reason.
I need $5, and you're giving me 8 instead of 6 for some reason.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Casualty Soak is tapped. I need every crew member, including Wyatt, to roll your will and observation.
Oh boy.
I need to know who the lowest roller is.
I've got a 6.
Okay.
I saw it coming.
I got
Force
a
of the 4.
3.
Lancer has a 5.
Well, my highest.
I have 2 characters to type up and look up, so I'll be right there.
Yeah, roll twice.
No, you said the lowest, right?
Highest.
So far, the lowest
Oh, yeah.
roller is Boris
Highest
with
is
a
taking
4.
the hit, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, in my defense, I gotta roll high on this one since there's an entire soak that's gonna hit me. So.
It's a 6-point hit.
Well, yeah, I mean, that will either kill me or take me out either way. Unlike Good Doctor, I don't have a dozen soaks.
Look, I'm just waiting to see Wyatt get sucked right out into
All right.
space.
We have 3 people tied for 4. Captain, you get to choose, since it's a tie, you get to choose who takes the hit. Boris, Ralph, or Wyatt.
Sorry, Wyatt. It's time for red
No,
shirt.
no,
it's red
me.
shirt time. It's time for red shirt. It's a red
The
shirt
big
moment.
bear.
This is a perfect red shirt moment.
Suddenly, your ship is raked by atomic fire, and the console where Wyatt is bursts into sparks. No! All I did was want to change the music station. Wyatt must soak 6 points of damage. You can go ahead and roll Wyatt's soak, which is his body and endurance.
I think it's time for a dramatic moment. We need to kill.
Astro
We need to show the real stakes are at play here. We're gonna need to kill off a character.
Should casualty soak be a repair thing? I just want to spit this out there. If casualty soak was just tappable every time, you could end up with a ship that just nobody dead inside, and that's when you board it and everything like that.
It's a well, you could have multiple casualty soaks if you wanted to do that, but no, that's on purpose because.
What's the stock of an astro suit?
1d8.
All right, I'm gonna pause here and I need to address what was that Arcaloid's question?
I just wanted to know what the suit of an astro suit was.
Yeah, I typed it in the chat. It was 1 die. It was a D8.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got bad news for you. You'll soak 1 from your body, which takes it down from 6 to 5. I believe the only soak you get is distress soak. Is that correct?
And panic.
Oh, and panic. Do you want to tap both of those?
Yes.
All right. So you become panicked. Everyone on the ship gains focus.
Woo!
That includes you, gunner guy.
I know, because that was only the first shot. The other ship has to fire still. Which I will now interrupt to fire back again. Interrupting.
Now, do you want? If you interrupt me, you get to take an action. So we want to do with this action.
To fire.
All right, go ahead and fire at me.
Because that way, if I miss and they fire on me, I can still counter, assuming I don't get killed by the soak. Cool.
All right. Well, I didn't know if you wanted to use your focus to guard, which would give you a D12 bonus.
Nope.
All right. Now they're going to shoot at you. Are you going to counterattack or are you going to let the ship dodge?
I was ordered to counter.
All right. Go ahead and counterattack.
Die.
That is a tie, which is a simultaneous hit.
I'm all about it.
Yep. You going to take the hit?
It's a pirate's life for me.
All right. Your ship is hit for 6 points of damage. Hey, Commander. So you get hit. I think it's more than 6. What does the wave motion gun do? 7-point hit. So you can take a 7-point hit. Your ship soaks 3 of them, leaving because it's big, leaving 4 points. Boss, I need you, Hugo. I need you to roll your 2d4 and a d6 soak.
Oh dear, our ship is not doing very well. They brought out the big guns.
It's like you put a guy who's good at fighting on the shooting station. I don't know. It's weird like that.
So out of those 4 points, you've soaked it down to 3.
To 3.
So now your ship needs to tap soaks to go ahead and soak 3 of those.
Soak 3. Cosmetic.
Oh, except for casualty. Casualty soak has been used up. Okay. Also, I forgot here. Does Wyatt have Astro soak?
Actually, yes, he does. He does.
When I asked you what soaks he had, you said he only had distress. And all right,
I see it now under Astro Patrol as a soak. I wasn't used to careers giving soaks.
It's a weird thing in this book. You could have tapped Astro Soak, but that wouldn't make you immune to getting hit. That would just pass it off to someone else. So let's just keep going.
Yeah, for next time.
Okay. So but everyone's worried Wyatt. So I apologize. I don't know how to delete something I've already posted. So You must have 3 points worth of soaks. So you came out better with this one.
I will use shit.
Well, cosmetic's usually the one you tap first because that's
cosmetic. Yeah, that's what I said. Cosmetic first, but I'm trying to figure out.
So now you have to. Do you want to kill the gunner? Do you want to kill the evasions, or do you want to kill the escapes?
Is that what?
Because if you want to get away, you need the propulsion.
Oh.
All right, we're done with this combat. We're not here to go toe to toe with two Thermians. So I'm tapping cosmetic and stabilizer, and I'm ordering us to get the hell out of here.
Yep. No, we've taken heavy fire. We've got to get out of here. Now, there is a special pilot maneuver that lets you ignore a broken system, but you have to roll really good. And then
now, can I jump into the co-pilot seat and assist Boris in his?
Okay, so now it's your turn. Yes, you can. Moving stations in the middle of a combat is a roll of body, speed, and athletics.
Body, speed, and athletics. 2 successes.
Actually, you may take a willing person and remove them from the seat. Wyatt is panicked. I believe you can throw him out of the seat.
I'm like, move over. Move over, kid. Grown folks talking.
So nobody's at the command chair anymore?
Okay. You are now there is now no one in the command chair. Pilot, are you going to try to escape?
Well, let's see. So we have a broken stabilizer right now, but we can still escape because we have the engine. So I'll just skip straight to the escape then.
Yeah.
I do have my co-pilot, but they just sat into the seat. So
yeah, they just moved into the seat, so he is not co-piloting yet.
So here's the first attempt via the focus action to try to escape.
Would it be helpful to perhaps
3 successes immediately
before we do this?
What happened?
Would it be helpful for us to jam the radar and sensors before doing this?
It would be.
Good idea.
You should probably jam their radar.
All right, so that would be, let me take a look at what it says in the book.
Great initiative, Summers. Make it so.
Speed, mind, and academics. There's nothing I can do to, say, aim this action, quote unquote.
No, there is not.
All right, so I'll just interrupt the captain with my focus and do it. And saying that made me forget what it's speed, mind.
Your pilot has scored 3 successes. That is enough for an astounding escape.
Right, wherein they need to match that many in order to keep up.
Your ship does not have any soaks that recharge on escapes. Only dogfighters have that.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't. Oh, no, that's Ralph. Never mind. 2 successes for Ralph's jamming.
And then you can, sometimes it takes multiple escapes to get away. So you hit the engines and start jetting and start taking off. You could also do a second roll if you want to, since you used your focus because of the distress. So go ahead, make a second piloting roll, pilot.
Yeah, let's do it. With the almost exact same roll, but better, with 4 successes this time.
Oh, by the way, make a note that since you rolled dwindles earlier and you rolled more 1s on your armor dice, your whole die is dropped to a single D4.
Oh, wonderful.
So yeah, your bits of your ship have melted and blown off in space.
They repaired it with paper mache. I knew it was a mistake.
Okay, you have 3 successes in your second roll?
That's right. 4 successes even.
4 successes.
4, okay. That is enough for 2. So, yes, they pursue you. And normally in big empty space, you'd think this would be a straight line, but nope.
Welcome to gravity.
Somehow. My favorite line.
Your masterful command of Lagrangian physics.
Yep. One of my favorite lines. We'll just do a gravity slingshot. Those are words. My favorite lines in Futurama. They were going above our top speed when he fired out the torpedo tube, so even higher than our top speed in space.
I mean, that is the argument for speed of light, going faster than speed of light. So, if you're in a train going faster than the speed of light, or going as fast as the speed of light, and you're walking forwards on the train, you must be going faster than the speed of light.
Welcome to reference frames.
Has anyone here seen Gunbuster, the anime?
Yes.
As well, so there's one of my favorite lines in that, which is, it's traveling at 90% the speed of light. That's fast for an object that size.
I mean, objectively true.
But that would be
true of any object.
Yeah.
Any object of any size.
I know, that's really hilarious.
You're not wrong.
Okay, so the Tellurians pursue you. How did the radar jamming go?
2 successes.
I got great jamming.
Okay, well, the good news is, so one of the ships pursues you. The other one probably stopped because Tellurian saucers are one-man ships. So in order to use their ultrawave radio, they would have to stop flying.
You can't walk and chew gum at the same time in Astounding Science?
The Tellurian saucers are one pilot operations. Apparently,
He's
they
putting up his targeting computer. It has to go through the whole sequence of like zooming up and moving out of the way.
Yeah.
They can have more crew, but these only have one each. It's almost as
I
if
could just flip this switch, but no, the Tellurians make me punch 5 buttons.
Well, you have to. Have you ever seen like a 1930s radio? It's like all these different knobs and stuff.
It's a giant switchboard.
Yeah, so I'll have to go over here. I have to push the dime store shower curtain aside, straighten my Baco foil output, and go ahead and turn these dials on this thing we got from a World War II, surplus store.
Listen, it's not as easy as you think. I have to physically get away from the controls and move over to the switchboard and move the headphone jacks, 3 of them, to just start the call. Then I got to make sure they connect, and then I got to flip 2 other switches just to start talking.
But you rolled 2 successes in your jamming, which reduces my attempt to get through by 2 successes. So we might not have reported that back to Thermian control.
And our 2 great evasions, what does that do for the Thermian who's pursuing us?
With the 2 escapes, I can't catch you as I fail on the first one and then fail on the second one.
There we go. I like the command chair, but there's nothing like a good old pilocy, huh, Boris?
There's a fire next to us. There's a fire in front of you, Captain. Please. Get the fire extinguisher.
Wyatt is, of course, very upset and has to hang his head. I'm sorry, I freaked out like that. The first time you put me in the chair, and then I let everyone down.
I put a reassuring hand on his shoulder. Don't buck up, kid. Everyone freezes the first time. You did great. It's a learning experience.
Thanks, Lancer. That means a lot coming from you.
Puts hair on your chest. or birds sub off.
Quick question for this radio operator. Would they be able to... I can see radio doing 2 things, either jamming their quote-unquote tactics bonus between ships or stopping one ship from being able to rally another.
Yeah, we haven't put provisions in there for cross-rallying ships. We kept the rules tactical instead of strategic at the moment.